for squeezing me in. I appreciate it. You know, people say that nursing is sort of a vocation. And so I've been struggling with what I should be doing for a while now. Because I feel like I should be on the front line. I should be saving people's lives, contributing, being part of a team. But I keep thinking about me, you know. I'm a single mum. And if I put myself on the front line, then the risk of infection is greater. And if I should get very unwell or, heaven forbid, die from something like this, then my child would suddenly become an orphan. And people say, you know, you should put your family first, but it's not that easy a decision. Should I be following my vocation or thinking of my child? I felt really bad for my daughter because she just started at school. She was just finding friends, just finding her feet. She found some friends, and then suddenly, I remember one day she came home and said they're teaching us how to wash our hands, and we're not allowed to kiss and cuddle our buddies anymore. And in that moment I thought, this is getting real. And then just like that, she was home from school. And my sister gently offered that she could go to their house to be homeschooled. It was a relief, but it brought about a strange guilt as a mother, because I work full time and I knew that I couldn't be there to homeschool her. Was she going to fall behind? Was she going to be okay? And I come home after a long day of work, and I might have only worked for 8 hours, but with the travel time it's more like 10 or 11 hours. And then I would feel some pressure to commit some time to homeschooling her after dinner and at least prepare the material for her homeschooling for the following day with my sister and brother-in-law. Secretly and with some measured delight, I knew that my sister was on top of things and her schooling was going to be looked after. Within a matter of days, there was some talk at work of nurses having to upskill so that we could work in different areas should there be a surge. This was important, but it was totally unexpected. And I must admit, everything started to get a little frightening. So here I am, not really coping very well with my own daughter's homeschooling for a second time, and studying full time after work every night. I mean, there was from early on in the pandemic, there was a lot of training going on at work. It'd be something new each day, and I remember one day one of the anaesthetists coming and speaking to our team, and he said, "Who are your senior nurses? We should be training them to intubate or put one of the breathing tubes in for the positive patients should they become very unwell and need airway support." And I remember considering this quite enthusiastically. Yeah, that's something I need to do. But now that the training started, it started to really hit home. And today I took a step back and I just had a moment where I felt just completely overwhelmed. You know, I don't know if this is a situation I want to put myself in, because it's potentially one of the highest risk procedures you can do as a nurse. And they made it very clear that it wasn't a mandatory thing, but it was something that, a decision that we had to make if we wanted to lead the team. And there's constantly changing information around protecting ourselves. So the Department of Health and Human Services would give one recommendation specific to our hospital, only to give another directive a couple of days later. It's changing all the time. And as a team leader, it's really hard to stay on top of things and help everyone to protect themselves. And as a manager, you're the leader, and they come to you for answers, and it's really hard to lead the team if you don't have the answers. My daughter is okay. She's got her friends, and I'm fine. My sister's helping us again. But if this is the second wave, then I don't know who I should save first.